Thank you for choosing AMC Theaters, where we make movie moments AMC amazing. Your safety is important to us, so remember, keep an eye on your valuables. Be sure to report any suspicious behavior. And please take a moment to find the exit closest to you. In case of emergency, walk out of the building and move far away. At the movies, the feature is on the big screen. So please remember, don't text, don't post, don't talk,
Do you want some
don't ruin the movie. Thank you.
Kill John Lennon. Kill John Lennon. In. Winning. Jennin. Jennifer. I really hope I can monetize this. What the fuck? Sup? You got your snacks? Right here. Comment below what snack you got. Got your cuddle buddy. She at work. But I got 5 other cuddle buddies over here. And you got your Adidas. Always! On deck. You know I gotta get it with the... Come on with it. Come on with it. Move. Oh, God. Hey, oh, shit. Got all on my hands. Ugh. I really need to wipe this off. It looks so good. Hold on, I'm gonna wipe it off. It's just, I got the goodness of the popcorns. Oh my God. Jesus, this smells good. Somebody said mix the nacho cheddar with the white, with the white cheddar. I'm gonna do that next time. Okay, I need to wipe this off. I'll be right back. Hey, ho! Shit, yes! Let me do a taste test. Hold on. Taste test. Damn. Every time. I'm gonna do a hint of the white cheddars. You see it coming up? Oh my God. Stupid. Let's go. It's been a minute since I reacted to you, Chills. How you been? How you doing?
Coming up in this video.
I forgot he does that. I forgot he shows previews.
When videos go as wrong as these ones did, then you know you're in for it. These are 30 scary videos that went horribly wrong. Number 30, cold Crocs. These campers aren't going to get any more...
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is so good. I dropped a piece of popcorn on the floor. Now she's eating it. It's good. I can't tell if she likes it or not. I don't know. Oh my God! Damn! I'll be shitting myself.
Tonight, posted to TikTok by Eagle Trindade, one camper opens their tent flap to reveal 4 enormous crocodiles
Oh my God.
waiting just outside their door.
Oh my God.
And that's not even the scariest part. At least a dozen pairs of eyes are gleaming in the darkness.
Oh my God. You can't do shit!
The man closes the tent flap as if that weak nylon and polyester is going to save him from this army of chompers. While some in the comments are saying this is more terrifying than a horror movie, others are just wondering how these guys made it out of their tent. Are these crocodiles just trying to get warm? Or are they out for a midnight snack?
Ai, meu Deus do céu! Vocês estão entendendo o quanto de jacaré tem aqui? Ai, meu
This
Deus.
popcorn is so
Na
good.
barraca, literalmente, pra acampar. Vamos dormir aqui, guys?
Number 29, snowed over. Skiers beware. Sometimes the snowbank is deeper than it appears.
Oh my God.
Posted to Instagram by Chris J. Fish. This GoPro video shows viewers what it's like to avalanche yourself. The skier is seen traveling over a snowy hill between 2 trees followed by some rocky crags. After overtaking the rocks, he immediately drops feet down into the snow.
Oh my God.
He is seen frantically trying to dig himself out.
It looked like he landed soft.
After what seems like an eternity, he spots a glimmer of sky above, as someone on the surface is also digging frantically to pull him to safety. Chris says this is the first time he's been completely buried. He writes in the comments, "I started to panic a bit as soon as I inhaled a whole bunch of snow. My entire throat and mouth were full and definitely had a bit in my lungs." He goes on to explain that his friend...
But isn't snow just, I mean, granted, I've never been in his situation before, but snow is just water, right? So isn't the inside of your body like 98 something degrees? Isn't it just gonna melt? Can't you just drink it? Oh, no. I don't know.
Was staged nearby to rescue him if this happened, which anyone who's skiing across unknown territory should do. Did this scary event stop him from future skiing? Nope. He writes that it
would have stopped me. Fuck.
as his breathing returned, he was off again.
Wow.
Chris asked if we would include this PSA. He writes, "The rule to dropping from big cliffs into bottomless powder. Have someone close by to dig you out if you get buried. I'm thinking I'll stick to the bunny hill." Number 28, followed. A young woman was walking home late at night when she was met with a worst case scenario.
I know you seen him in the back. If I was her, first of all, I would have been strapped. I would have turned around. Oops. My bad. Or I would have kicked rock. And as I'm running and kicking rocks, as my feet is like lifting up, those rocks would have went right to him and his eyeballs and his eye sockets and his corneas. They would have blinded him, you know? Or I would have ran so fast that he would have been messing with my after image, because I would have been 6 miles out by the time he realized I was gone.
Someone was following her. posted to TikTok by Carolina Judah. The TikToker captures a montage of her journey from the foggy streets to the bus to a dark walk on her road home. A man is seen standing behind the bus stop. He is nothing but a shadow. She says she ignored him and just continued walking. Capturing a shot between her though, she finds that he's trailing her about 20 feet away. As the journey continues, he seems to be speeding up, and in fact, he gets closer. He appears to be wearing a...
He's close as shit, and just, come on, man. Come on, that's dangerously close. Come on.
Blood. Carolina says he began shouting something at her, and she thought he'd been drinking. He falls behind a ways, and as soon as she rounds a bend, she sprints home. Although she couldn't see him anywhere when she arrived, 20 minutes later she heard the doorbell at the gate. She called her mom, but there was no answer, and outside her window she spotted the man standing just outside the gate. The man later jumped the gate, crossed the garden, and tried yanking on the door handle. Carolina locked herself inside the bathroom waiting for her parents to arrive. He eventually stopped, but she stayed put, too afraid to move. In the video's comments, TikTokers suggest not to walk home when you're being followed, but rather lead the stalker to someplace with people and/or bright lights. This route looked like it had neither, so what should she do in this case?
What?
Any suggestions? Number 27, Demon in the Woods. What is lurking in the mountains of Montana? Published by Smokey Robinson in September of 2021. He and his army buddy were outside Browning, Montana when they encountered this piece of work. What begins as a man starts to appear demonic. At the start of the clip, the figure is roaring unintelligibly.
Buddy! How you doing? There's some cruisers, man.
Oh my
He appears to be shirtless and wearing jeans. The figure then starts crawling half deranged on the ground toward them.
That's crazy.
It crawls up a hill. The closer it gets, the more inhuman it looks. Just as the demon man reaches the road, the two men drive off in their pickup.
I'm gonna get some water. I'll be back. Got some Costco water. Let's go.
Commenters are saying this is 100% demonic, and this creature gives them goosebumps. Some say the figure's face distorted and its appendages stretched as it started to crawl. Drex Ferguson writes, "This is the video I send people when they ask me to go camping, hiking, basically anything that involves woods."
Yeah.
Some are calling it a zombie. Some are saying it's a human being taken over by something. What do you think it is?
It's crawling at me like
A human being taken over by
What's
something.
up, dude?
Number 26.
What's up, Tim?
Scary dude. This video is the launching point of one wild...
What's with people crawling? What's with human beings, adults crawling? Come on. This guy looked like, his brother or some shit.
Posted to the Ring subreddit, Midship92 explains that his neighbor messaged asking him to check on his wife who was home alone because someone was trying to get inside. After going to check and finding no one, this friendly neighbor went back home, only to find this Ring video footage had been sent to him. The clip shows what the man just missed, a shirtless creep crawling up the front steps of the home, hiding his face away before trying the door in an attempt to break in. The man then lets himself down the steps and walks off. The Redditor adds in the comments, after doing this to several houses and evading police, he was finally caught. Finding the man was quite an ordeal. The Redditor elaborates further, explaining that during the police search, The suspects kept disappearing only to be seen again minutes later, after trying to catch the guy for nearly an hour, only for him to vanish into thin air. The police abandoned the search. Left to his own devices, the man again tried to get in through another neighbor's back door, but the Redditor saw him from his deck. He chased the man into another neighbor's crawl space and stood guard there until the police returned. Thankfully, the wild goose chase led to the wild goose being caught. Number 25, Weeping Woman. This scary video clip captured not just one misty spirit miraculously floating atop the water, but a second emerging from below. Posted to TikTok by Horror Talk, the apparition gracefully glides on the water's surface, only for his brother's head to appear. Materializing from the same point in the water, it grows upwards, but we're left to wonder where the pair of spirits wandered off to, and from where they came. Some in the comments think this is a weather balloon, others say it's La Llorona, the weeping woman who roams the waterfront. What do you think it could be? Number 24, Blade. What is the number one destination to dispose of an object that's ended a life?
Hell no.
In a river, of course. Posted to TikTok by Julian Stevens.
This whole vicinity, anything within a 6-mile radius of that knife, of that blade, is clucked. So who's ever recording right now is clucked.
The scary video leaves us wondering if that's exactly what happened here. The TikToker spotted a blade at the bottom of the waterway. Zooming in, you can see it's clearly a large kitchen blade. Zooming out again, you can see it's clearly in the middle of a creepy wooded area. Many in the comments suggest calling the cops. That seems like a fair assessment to me.
Jesus. Somebody.
Number 23, Just Move Out. Some homes are so awesome.
What you want for Christmas? Glass. Oh my God. I cannot. Creepy qualities like that? I cannot deal with that shit. I cannot. Jesus.
Cursed that there's only one piece of advice to offer.
What the hell is that spray gonna do to an infested living area? It looks like it's thousands of them. You got to spray. You gonna spray all of them? That's cap.
For the owners, Just Move Out. Posted on TikTok by Scary Videos and Haunting Facts. These homeowners should skip the stage. A resident sprays some solution behind a headboard set against the wall, and out from behind it crawls dozens, nay hundreds of monsters. No amount of spray could exterminate this countless crawling crusade of cockroaches.
Yeah, that's their house. That's their home now. Get the hell out of there, please.
And while some of them look stunned by the spray for a moment, others continue scuttling faster, and none appear to have been taken out. Only a curse could have called up so much horror. So again, take this TikToker's advice. Just move out. Number 22, The Head. The call is coming from inside the house. Posted to TikTok by Old Fogey John. You can hear the fear in this man's breathing as he moves around his home. And you'll soon see why. As the man turns around the corner, a mysterious, psychotic head sticks out sideways from a hallway.
I would have, let me know what you would do in the comment section. I would have either stomped his head, or I would have got a bat or a golf club. Hey, whoa! Hey, come on now. What's that head peeking out of one of my rooms for? What is a head peeking out for?
Leading down some stairs. The psycho face is looking right at the resident. The angle of his head is so odd, it's
Wow, yeah, I definitely would have got what's the name? A golf club. Or I would have got a metal baseball bat or a Lucille. Or I would have got some New York Timbs and I would have stomped it. Club G talking about. What is a head doing in my house?
uncanny. As the mysterious stranger watches, the resident lets out a gasp of pure, unadulterated fear. While some in the comments are telling the TikToker to run for the hills, others are suggesting why this man might have shown up. Mayhem writes, when your neighbor finds out you changed your Wi-Fi password,
Ugly.
if that's the case, you better give him the new password.
You recording and breathing heavy is not going to do nothing at all.
Number 21, Mad Face. Just by looking at the exterior of this house, you can tell it's clearly haunted. Published by Han Kardashev, these three paranormal investigators are doing a ritual just to make sure. Circling a small table with candles lit on top, the men are seen grasping the table and chanting a ritual, while noises are heard around them.
Who moved that chair? Hell no.
Then outside they see this. A pale face in the window moves away. Back inside, the men are chanting around the table again when a wheeled chair rolls into view. One of the men seems to be shocked by something unexplained and without a word walks away. The others follow him, uncertain of where he went. They find him outside, standing at a distance in the darkness.
He
He is
possessed.
suddenly snatched by someone and pulled from view. They find him in a strange stick hut and appear to talk him into normalcy. But what of the snatcher? Was this the work of the mad face in the window? I think so.
Goddamn. Goddamn, 47. 25. 36. 30 for 30.
Number 20, Lady in White. This security guard wasn't expecting to guard the shopping mall against evil spirits. Published by the Hidden Underbelly 2.0 in April of 2019, this security footage was captured at Galerías La Paz in Mexico. The Galerías has a dark history of animal and human sacrifices.
God damn.
It's reputed to be haunted by everything from spectral children to the Lady in White. These security guards witnessed the latter. In the video, you can see the lady walking down the mall's corridor. A security guard passes right by her but doesn't seem to notice her at all.
My
The
ass!
lady appears solid but then vanishes into thin air. The uploader writes, he didn't notice anything unusual, but it was only when he finished his rounds and was back in the surveillance room that his partner asked if he had seen the woman in white. The security guard said that he passed no one, but when they watched the CCTV footage back, they couldn't deny it. Is it La Llorona? If so, this guard is
So
lucky.
you telling me right now that when you walk past her, you didn't feel nothing? You didn't sense nothing? You didn't, hit me with one of these? Walking? Ugh.
He didn't drown. Number 19. Some things in the attic.
My ass.
This video was submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Gobs of Goblins. The Redditor wrote, kept hearing a weird inconsistent tapping noise coming from the ceiling. The attic is directly above my room. Caught one of the times it happened on video. Check the attic and nothing's there. Still kind of freaks me out. I can certainly hear what the Redditor is talking about. Check it out.
Wow.
I know the Redditor checked the attic, but I'm thinking something has to be hiding up there. Not everyone is convinced though. Gohan0912 wrote in the comments that they think it's squirrels or birds. So what do you think? Is there a stranger secretly living in this house? Or is the answer really as simple as Gohan thinks it is? Number 18, Radiation Ride. Prepat Amusement Park is an abandoned park in the Chernobyl region. It was abandoned before its planned grand opening after the meltdown that contaminated the area in 1986. Posted to TikTok by Edwin Calderon 608, this TikToker is wondering what this person is doing in the highly contaminated park. The deserted Ferris wheel looks particularly gloomy, standing still with no one on it. That is, until the viewer zooms in on Google Earth to see a male figure standing in the service box beside the ride. The man isn't armored against the radiation that still pollutes the area. He is completely unprotected against it, leaving me to wonder if he's perhaps superhuman. Anyone want to risk a visit to ask him? No, that'd be a terrible idea.
Well, I think the person that took that picture for Google Maps, Google Earth, is already sus, is already clucked. Because you right there. You're clutch for life.
Number 17, Market Ghost. At a once bustling market turned ghost town in China, this lone figure was captured on camera. Published by Paranormal Planet in February of 2020, the video shows a mysterious fog shadow moving into view. As Chinese lanterns hang all around, swaying with the wind, the figure moves across the walkway before it disappears from sight. The uploader writes, "This footage was spotted by the person responsible for monitoring the street cameras. Is this a ghost? Or has the Grim Reaper come for us all?"
No, the Grim Reaper came for your ass, not me. I don't got nothing to do with that.
Number 16, Ghost Hitchhiker. This ghost is trying to bum a ride.
Oh,
Posted
God.
by Ghost Videos in July of 2020. A man was driving in Johor, Malaysia when he crossed paths with a hitchhiking spirit. The dashcam footage shows a dark, empty room at night. According to the timestamp, it's around 2 in the morning in...
Yeah, between the hours of 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. is when paranormal activity happens. It's at its all-time high. So that was a spirit or a ghost trying to hitchhike. What happened? You're in a different world right now. You're in a different realm right now, man. Come on, man. This is the living, world. I already don't pick up nobody on the side of the street. What makes you think I'm gonna pick up a spirit? A spirit?
July of 2019. As the car barrels down the road, a semi-transparent figure appears in the dark lane on the right. You can barely make out the apparition as it holds out its thumb to catch a ride. What do you think? A live person half hidden in the darkness? Hitchhiking in the darkness of night? If so, what is the spirit's destination? We may never know.
I don't want to know.
Number 15, Pulling Your Leg. From Voices to Semi-Transparent.
That's not funny. That's not funny. My coworker said a mean, awful joke. The guy had both of his arms. Like, he was a grown man and he had, and he was average height. But his arms were small. And I think that one of our coworkers said he said something about his arms, and I'm just like, bruh, that's not funny. That you going to hell with that, Jesus. But this, that's still not funny.
Figures. Baby monitors have been known to throw off all types of creepy vibes.
Whoa! Okay. You said baby monitors have been known to throw off creepy rods. Can you explain that shit? Cause that's way out in left field. That's way off. You made a sharp left turn.
This is amongst the creepiest. Posted to the Ghosts subreddit, the OP writes, I'm 96% sure we caught a ghost on camera pulling on my almost 2-year-old son's leg while he was sleeping in his crib. The scary video shows the baby lying face down in his crib, both of his legs tucked near the bars. At first, the baby's left leg looks like it's being repeatedly pulled toward and even through the bars, but this could just be the baby himself sticking his feet there. But then all of a sudden, the baby's leg is lifted upwards, beyond the scope of ordinary baby abilities. It folds and is even bent at the knee and pulled backward. The leg is then extended.
Maybe that's a natural born gymnast that's very flexible right now. Either that or a ghost is literally saying, Yanks!
Out, then yanked behind its other leg and pulled between the bars. It's pulled upwards and back again, bent at the knee. This is done repeatedly until the leg is yanked so far backward that it seems to wake the baby up. He throws his head back and then pulls both legs beneath him. All the while, a strange white orb roams across the screen, floating above him. Some in the comments even say it seems to move in sync with the pulling of the leg. Most Redditors are terrified in the comments. Others think the ghost may have been trying to flip the baby over, so he wasn't sleeping on his stomach. But myself and nearly everyone agrees with Redditor Malin, who writes, straight up the most convincing ghost video I've ever seen. Number 14, The Watcher. A flaming torch in the forest revealed this group was not alone. The uploader writes that these friends were having some drinks in the woods when two of the young women saw a mysterious creature watching them. In the clip, the group is enveloped in darkness, that is until one of them tosses a flaming torch toward a tree. It lights the brush at the base of the tree, and it also lights this creature hiding behind it. The extraterrestrial-looking figure is crouched low at the stump of the tree, but its large cranium and eyes briefly appear. You can see it back away for a moment behind the tree, and then as the camera moves in closer, its hands extend long, spindly fingers. What is watching them?
Oh my God.
It looks like something else.
That was kind of hard for me to see until now, but goddamn.
This world.
Jesus.
Number 13. Something's here. Something's cooking in this kitchen. Published by Sasha 180683 in December of 2012. A poltergeist is startling this haunted resident. As the resident enters, a curtain that's hung in front of a washer and dryer keeps fluttering. Then a cupboard pushes open on its own, one of its doors thudding against the stove. The door swings closed and open, moving uncannily. The curtain again moves strangely around, and then back to the cupboard door. The cameraman slowly backs out of the room and then moves forward again, getting a closer look at the cupboard door and the curtain. No strings and the window isn't open. He shows the camera that it's 2 a.m. After closing the cupboard again, the door swings open, and the curtain plays around a bit more. What invisible energy powers this kitchen? A poltergeist would be my guess.
That's kind of, I don't know about
Number 12, Phantom Player. Something is terrorizing these poor pets. Originally posted to TikTok by El Otrolado 21, a pair of pups are surprised by an unknown object being pulled or pushed across the ground. The security footage shows an item roll across the floor, seemingly on its own. Is it being dragged? Is it being...
That dog said, nope, not today.
Old? By whom? One dog moves from his seat on the couch, while the other merely lifts his head as the object rolls before following his friend's lead. Is a human playing a trick on these animals? Or is it a phantom? Number 11. The Lie of the Jinn. Filmed in what appears to be an abandoned house, this explorer is searching out the lie of the Jinn. Published by Paranormal Maya in March of 2022, the cameraman tours the home in silence when all of a sudden he starts hearing strange noises in the next room. He crouches down for a moment, waiting out the chaos. Then he approaches a previously empty room. Standing there is a mysterious cupboard set up with a mirror standing facing him. The man jumps back, wondering how this contraption could suddenly appear. He takes a step into the room, flashing his camera spotlight into the mirror. While standing there, he hears an EVP in Turkish that translates to "come from there." He kicks the mirror and the cardboard contraption over, stomping on it, and then pries a hanging horseshoe from the frame of the doorway. According to superstition, horseshoes hung over a doorway, with their ends facing down, means that good luck will spill over, stopping evil from entering. That doesn't appear to have worked in this case.
So, if we see a horseshoe that's where the ends are facing up, that means bad luck and bad stuff about to happen to you. You gotta be on the lookout for that shit.
Number 10, Office Ghost. Submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Havoc Nova, this Redditor wrote, "Walked into my office to start my workday and found this, and I can see exactly what he's talking about. Something is up with that cool Scarface poster. It's like an invisible hand is rocking the..."
Obviously, something is up. It's swinging back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you just recording that.
Poster back and forth. Even when the Redditor tries to steady the poster, it continues to move. While some people like myself are first jumping to this office being haunted, not everyone is convinced. Laundry Ghosty wrote in the comments, "You need insulation in your walls. There's a small hole allowing a breezeway from the exterior wall to form. This phenomenon happened in our current house. It turned out it's because the insulation that was blown into the walls 30 years ago needed repairs and replacing. So what do you think? Is this office actually haunted? Or are these walls just in need of some more insulation?"
Nah.
Doing this.
That shit haunted.
Number 9, Emergency Alert Scare. It's the end of the world as we know it, or at least as some would like us to believe. Published by CBS Los Angeles, a creepy emergency broadcast alert occurred on September 22nd, predicting the end of times for the following day. September 23rd, 2017 was a date that some said would be the end of the world after a planet was predicted to collide with Earth. Orange County residents were greeted with the spooky prediction after a radio station or potential hackers broke into the scheduled programming to deliver the following message. A creepy voice is heard over the audio of the emergency alert. The warning goes on to spout some nonsense that left viewers confused.
This Irvine mom was shocked because I kind of questioned what it was and asked somebody else that was in the house, "What do you think this is? I've never seen anything like this before."
After the alert, the broadcast returned to C-SPAN. A spokesperson for Media Relations Cox Communications, Cian Guerrera, stated, The radio station that sent the alert didn't turn off their programming when the alert ended. For a short time, some heard programming that was on the radio, but why was this programming on the radio in the first place? It seems to me that it will forever remain a mystery. Number 8. Haunting music. A musical performance tunes up the paranormal apparently. Published by Chloe Fantion in July of 2013. Two men are playing music together in a bedroom, one guitarist and one violinist. They wrap up their song and leave the room, letting their camera roll. Once they've left, a shirt drapes over the shelf, falling down strangely, like there's a body inside.
Oh my God.
A moment later, items fall from the top shelf, and then both instruments start moving at once. The guitar falls completely off of the bed. Was this duo's music so haunting that it conjured up the paranormal? Or is something even more sinister going on here?
This corn in my tooth is sinister. Jesus.
Number 7. Extraterrestrial quake. Was this Chilean quake natural or extraterrestrial made? Published by Paranormal Planet in April of 2014. Seconds before a tremor hit a coastal region of Chile, something was spotted in the sky. The short clip captures the Chilean coast. All is calm. As the cameraman scans the landscape, an unidentified aircraft shoots across the sky. A half-speed clip shows the object in more detail. It's tiny and black but has no other discernible features. It's simply moving too fast. After it passes, the earth immediately begins to shake. A girl hanging onto the fence sways back and forth, and the cameraman appears to fall to the ground. Many in the comments don't think this was an unidentified flying object, and some don't even think it was a quake. Mary Coday suggests it was a milli jet and it made a sonic boom or broke a sound barrier. Others think it was a bird. Is this real? Or is it all completely staged? We're left with more questions than answers with this one. Number 6. Woodland Ghost. This creepy area is reputed to be haunted by a young man whose life was ended by a passing train nearby.
Jesus.
Are we about to see his apparition? Posted by Ghost Videos, this scary video was captured outside of the village of Stanstead Mountain, Fitchhead in the UK. The murky woodland path is mysterious enough, with its bare trees, black river, and heavy fog. And then this mysterious figure turns the mystery up a notch. A semi-transparent shape that's faintly human-like appears near the riverbank. A close-up of the figure shows it swiftly moving in and out of view, vanishing as quickly as it appeared. Some in the comments think this looks completely original. Others are wondering if the cameraman felt a paranormal presence in the moment. If not paranormal in nature, what could this be?
It's a Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Number 5.
Shut up.
Shady Lake Sasquatch. Filmed near Shady Lake at Arkansas's Washita National Forest. This family was camping in a secluded campground when they encountered a creature that some think is a myth. Published by Jim Harrison in September of 2012. The camera is panning across the darkness when a large hairy figure moves into view not far off. Needless to say, the cameraman turns tail to flee, and I'm guessing he made it out alive, with this wicked footage to show for it. While you may not be a believer, many in the comments of this video are. A number of them even share their own encounters with Sasquatch. Number 4. Haunted dolls. Inside a creepy cupboard full of antique dolls and antiquated photographs lies a poltergeist. Don't let him out. Published by The Haunted One. The uploader shows us that the cupboard sticks and is difficult to open. The cupboard houses a skull, some baby shoes, an eyeless porcelain doll, and a number of black and white photographs. Footage of the room in the darkness shows the cabinet bursting open on its own. Or did one of these haunted dolls try to get out? They're obviously here to possess you.
was pretty strong because it's not that easy to open. And what's in here are some old photos that I've
God
acquired.
damn.
Number 3, toying with the devil. Do you have the cojones to dance with the devil?
Hell no.
Published by Devil's Hours Production in May of 2021, this scary video sees one paranormal investigator playing around with Beelzebub. Originally filmed in March of 2013, the crew gets a spike on the Mel meter after one of them asks the spirits to make their presence known.
Can you make your presence known?
I'm gonna make my yeah known.
Just so you know, Matt,
Yo,
we're getting a 0.1 spike on the Mel meter right now.
As they continue onward, the meter rises and rises and rises some more. When they specifically ask the spirit to raise the meter, it does.
0.1, 1.2, 1.3.
Is that you? Speak into this device right here. I heard another one. Is that you? Speak into this device right here. I heard another voice.
Jesus.
Oh, that could have been Car. Hold on.
They continue walking when they suddenly hear a girl giggling. The girl remains with them, and she makes her presence known.
Spot on here.
7.6.
I just heard a little girl.
0.6.
You go up to that antenna right now and you touch it. It will go off, and that's how we can know that it's you.
The pair capture the creepy image on camera. It looks very much like a small girl, and later they hear a demonic hissing noise.
How does that look like a small girl? All I see is, I see what you're talking about, but it's blurry as shit. It's fuzzy. It's grainy. How can you even tell the gender? How can you even tell the species? I don't understand. Oh, God. Somebody hissing?
Is this the soul of a little girl? Or is it the devil pretending? Number 2, All Souls Day Spirit. Catholics honor the departed on November 2nd with All Souls Day, praying for the souls of their departed family and friends, often with visits to the graveyard. But what happens when the soul hasn't crossed over? Published by Own Vlogs, these paranormal investigators visited a haunted graveyard in order to answer that question. As the crew wanders around the cemetery's open graves, they suddenly see this vague pale figure in the distance. After glancing over several times at the figure, the men get too scared by its stillness and start running off.
कुछ चीज है तो वो हावी होने की कोशिश कर रही है और ये क्या खड़े हो गए निकलो यहाँ से स्पीड से थोड़ा सा ये क्या
Gathering some courage, they turn and look back. The figure is still there. They run off again and straight out of the cemetery. Was this a soul that hadn't yet crossed over? Or just a graveyard statue? In any event, this is one scary video that went horribly wrong.
रास्ते में खड़ी है जो भी है रास्ते में है अरे भाई इधर से निकल भाई इधर
I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1, slithering. Think you have creepy neighbors? Think again.
I see this one.
Posted to the WTF subreddit, Protomancer writes, just someone slithering through my neighbor's yard in the middle of the night. That description about sums this clip up, but let's take a look at the Nest camera footage. A stranger is seen lying on its stomach on the ground outside this person's home.
God damn.
After a moment, he starts moving in what is well described as a slither. He could actually be crawling with the camera, distorting the movements into something even creepy.
If you ever see somebody crawling on the floor and it's a grown person, you got my permission to either get a golf club, yeet, baseball bat, yeet, or New York Tim, yeet.
Not that army crawling across your neighbor's yard is normal at all. Well, some Redditors think the dude is just playing night crawlers. Others think the guy is on something. One Redditor, however, shares another possible theory from first-hand experience. Chordophonic writes, "Quite a few years ago I had something similar happen. Though I was several lawns away, the dude finally stopped on my lawn and we called 911 because he'd been caught with some other dude's wife. And it turns out her husband put a round in this guy. I kind of hope it's one of the first two scenarios here. You need some real life experience before you can handle these scary videos. So these are the 30 scary videos only adults can handle. If you don't fit the criteria, this list may be too scary for you."
Was he laughing at the fact that her SIBO didn't work? You're a cluck ass for that. I just want to let you know that. If there's any videos from Chills that you want me to react to, or any videos in general you want me to react to, let me know that in the comment section below. But thank you for coming. We had a good time. And I'll see you in the next one. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.